Okay, I just want to start by saying thank you so much for taking the time out to sit down and chat with me. I suppose we should start right at the beginning. So, how did you first fall in love with theatre as a whole?
I got to know theater, especially improv theater, because in Hamburg there's quite a large scene
Hmm.
and an improv scene. And then when moved to Hamburg, I found that there's some kind of competition league.
Mm.
That what they called foot soccer league or improv
Mm.
league with like a football where you play at when you're at home or then you're a guest player,
Mm.
and then there's them kind of competitions, and if you win you get 1 point, or
Mm.
if you win you get 3 points, otherwise you get just
Mm.
0 points. And then one day I just decided, or I just thought that one guy was particularly what I seemed to be not good at that evening, and I thought, is it really that difficult, or is it, or is and then I just booked my first improv course, and
Mm.
I got infected and fell in love with improv. That was then in 2018. So
Wow. So you went straight in with improv. There wasn't any sort of other theatre experience before that. Was it straight in?
yeah, I went directly into
Wow.
improv. Yeah, no other theater experience before.
Wow.
Directly into improv.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So you obviously you mentioned it was a competitive league. How do you
Yes.
how do you win at improv? How does that point system work?
There it's there's 5 rounds,
Hmm.
and then at each round there is some game suggested
Ah.
by each team, and then at the end of each round there's a referee who collects the points
Hmm.
for each team from 1 to 5, and then there's obviously, if it's going to be 5 rounds, there's some round which will be decisive
Hmm.
for the final, for the overall result.
Yeah. So obviously you said about joining you did a course first. That's quite a big step in to go straight into improv and a course. So what was that experience like?
It was it was it was a 2 days course, and it
Okay.
was really great to do just some simple things, or things which seem to be very simple,
Hmm.
just like throw like keeping names of 12 people in a round,
Hmm.
and mentioning all this, or just walking in a room and then mentioning things, telling some guys things. So
Yeah.
being childish a little bit, but
Yeah.
to an adultish in an adultish way.
Yeah, we obviously we were saying off camera about improv not kind of getting as much publicity as say musicals or plays. So, what are kind
Yeah.
of the basics for improv? What sort of how does it work? What are some rules?
There, there is some basic rules which I particularly like. It's like, first of all, you'll never be on alone on stage. There's
Hmm.
always someone,
Yeah.
somebody else on stage, and we on stage, you're being supported by each other. So
Hmm.
for instance, if somebody else doesn't have an idea, the other one seems to be, or
Yeah.
has to have, or probably has an idea.
Hmm.
And what you always do is, yeah, if somebody has an idea, you just don't say no, you say
Hmm.
yes, yes, and, which is
Yes. Yeah.
one of the basic principles
Hmm.
of doing improv.
Ah.
And so that you don't block any
Hmm.
ideas, and even if it's strange, you just do it.
Hmm.
um, but of course you can, if you do not feel comfortable with any scene, or which
Hmm.
route are you taking, then you can say no. That's obviously,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's
Ah.
everybody needs to feel
Hmm.
comfortable when he's playing and what he's doing. And one other rule is, listen to your partner.
Hmm.
So just react to him and don't put any pressure on him. Just listen what he is saying, and yeah, as I said,
Hmm.
yes, and follow the rule. And one of them, one I rule which I rule a rule which I like is let your partner shine.
Ah,
So that you don't put yourself, do not necessarily put yourself in front of the
mm,
stage, but let your partner shine. So let's say, oh yeah, you're so
mm,
brave, you look so nice. And
mm,
so that's one
ah,
of the major rules which I like. So
mm,
which
mm.
also help in real life.
Yeah. So why do you think? Because obviously doing a 2 day course and then obviously doing improv in the wider world, why do you think you fit improv, or why do you like the improv scene so much?
I like the improv scene because the all guys are easygoing
Mm,
and just chat with other and most guys it's just yeah they have the same spirit you have the same characteristics a little bit
mm,
you talk you listen to each other and you just if someone has got a strange idea you just jump on it
yeah,
and do it and that's why
mm,
it's always fun to be with improv players.
mm. And do you find have there been times when you found yourself in the really like shocked at what someone has come up with? Do you find yourself being like, I would never have thought of this, but obviously let's go with it?
Yeah, it's when we play some scenes, and sometimes it's there's somebody we were on a ship, and somebody had just an idea that oh, there's gonna be a wormhole, so let's just drive with the ship into another dimension. And it was
Oh,
like, how did he come up with
mm,
that crazy idea?
mm.
And but that's just yeah, just you just do it, or
mm.
and you just
Ah,
follow it, or
mm.
you're playing some objects like you're in a fridge and then you're a banana and an apple and you just
You just
and
have to go with it.
you just go with that even it's very strange but it's really fun, yeah.
Obviously, we were saying before we started filming as well. Obviously, you're based in Germany. So, is there differences
Yes.
in the sort of the German improv scene to other places you've worked or know of? Is there a difference in culture or the sort of scene?
I just know that in improv is much more considered in the UK. There are a
Mm,
lot, to my knowledge, there is much more players in Britain or
mm,
in the UK itself than it's in Germany. But on the other way, yeah, it's I find or I personally I don't have so much international
mm,
experience, but I found it very similar to. Uh, in the way how you play it.
mm,
Obviously, there is some national differences
mm,
on the humor or
mm.
whatever, so that always comes into
Yeah.
play. Yeah.
Ah, okay. So, how did you go from that 2 day course to getting involved with One Night Scouts?
Uh, yeah, I just took some courses a couple of years here
Mm,
in Germany, and then and once finally we were near to form a group here in Germany, but then Corona
mm,
came, and yeah, then what to do, and I just took quite some courses
mm.
within the Corona period time. So one week I had 7 courses,
Wow.
but there were also other people. I just know a lady who had I guess 20 hours of improv a week, so she
Yeah.
was quite busy with that, and I took a course
Mm,
on. And then after the course instructor decided, okay, why don't we form a group out of that? So and
mm,
he offered to have 2 groups, and one group survived during the Corona and after Corona, and those were the One Out Guides group,
oh, wow.
which were it was
Mm,
an kind of in the beginning an international, or who is still an international group.
mm.
Mm, some people from the UK, we had some Romanian guy, from Italian lady,
Oh, wow.
one, and yeah, and then during the time, some people came and people went
Mm.
off, and at the end, we're currently 6 people three based in the UK,
Ah.
Scotland, Irish, and uh, English. So I'm now counting Irish to the UK, which is probably not correct, but okay. Then there is a lady from America and Italy, and me based in Germany. And unfortunately, the two ladies from Italy and America cannot join, be a little bit far away, but
Yes.
and that's why.
A little bit.
And yeah, yeah, just a little bit, yeah. Um, and that's why we in 3 years ago we met for the very first time in person,
Oh wow.
directly in Edinburgh at the Fringe. We have never seen us before, and we just played together.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. So obviously you
Yeah,
mentioned your upcoming show, improvised movie fun. So what is it?
it's it comprises two different parts. So the
Hmm.
first part is obviously, as the show said, it's an improvised movie
Hmm.
where we just ask for some movie title, and we get this as an inspiration and just play it.
Mm.
So, but we do not play the concrete story as
Mm.
it's shown in the movies. Like as I said before, I'm told you about the Titanic, for
Hmm.
instance, which was Titanic, and then we changed the story completely. We just ended up being in another dimension where
Mm.
dinosaurs, whatever. Yeah. So that's so that's where what we currently are currently changing. So we don't replay. We do not do a
Mm.
replay, and the second part is always that's where the audience can meet the actors behind the scenes
Ah.
after. So we are then the real actors we're doing the real actors in the real life. And
Ah.
that's we play
Mm.
how well do you know us? So we ask a question, what
Ah.
is my favorite food? And then we are estimating what the
Mm.
real life actor could have for
Ah.
preferences for food.
So, but why movies of all the things? Why do you think the group has gone with a movie theme for this event?
We just love
Mm.
movies, films, cinemas, or in cinema, and that's why it's we're just fond of
Mm.
we're just fans of movies,
Ah.
and usually it's always it's good to know that, or
Mm.
people mostly know the films, but as I said, we are fan of movies. In
Ah.
Edinburgh last year, we went to the Alien 4, I guess, even
Mm.
to watch it in the latest cinema.
Oh,
So, which was
wow.
quite fun, yeah.
Mm. So, someone during this show, someone will go on stage and ask for answers from the audience. Is that how you get your
It's
movie ideas?
it's already in the beginning.
Okay.
In the beginning, we ask for some suggestions from the audience, and then which is most appealing to us,
Hmm.
that's what we gonna play. But
Ah.
it's mostly just one word, but as you can imagine, you get an impression from one word, and then you
Hmm.
associate it with a film. And then
Yeah.
in general, we have got a similar impression, and then we go that way.
So I know we've touched on it a little bit, but what can we expect from improvised movie fun? Why should people come? Why should people attend?
It's always it's always a movie which you will just see once in your life. You will never see it, which you will never see it again. And we just love to play, and we
Mhm.
always get some we've got always some strange ideas, let's call it, and we go some routes which you would never expect in the
Mm.
beginning.
Ah,
And, and
I went to oh,
that's why I would just, or that's why I like what we are doing, that we go different strange
mm.
ways.
I saw on I'm not sure if it's still on the West End, but for a while there was a show called Showstoppers, and it's an
Yes.
entirely improvised musical. And obviously, each time is different. So, because I know you're running for, is it 10 days the show was running for?
8 days.
8 days. So, you could go eight every day and see a totally different show or production. So, with your
Yes.
show as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
So
we encourage people to
yeah.
go every single day.
Yeah, yes. That would be the best, obviously. Yeah.
And if there are people who want to go every single day, where can they get tickets? Where can they find more about the show?
We are part of the free Fringe, so
Mhm.
it's obvious. So there is no entrance ticket, there is no tickets required. So just people stop by at 6:05 at Brewdog's at Lothian Road
Mm.
in Edinburgh, and then they could see for 55 minutes our show. And if they like it, we would like, or we are just asking for a little tip at the end, but
Mhm.
only if people like it.
Yeah. Ah,
the
fantastic.
the the main thing is that the people enjoy
Mm.
themselves watching our show.
Oh, fantastic. Where can people stay up to date with you and with One Eyed Scouts? Is there websites, social media?
Oh yeah, we are at Facebook called one. There's a Facebook called first big page called One Out Scouts, and
Mhm.
that's where you can find us. But we are also on Instagram, also One Out
Mhm.
Scouts, and that's where you could, or where
Yeah.
fans or people can always could also find us.
Yeah, I'll put the links in the comments below so people can scroll down and click away. I have one
Thanks.
final question. What advice do you have for young people who are looking to get into improv?
My suggestion always is just go on stage, just
Mm.
enjoy yourself, just enjoy yourself. Errors or mistakes are always allowed,
Mhm.
and even even if you make a mistake, then mistakes are always
Yeah.
celebrated by the other people, and just go on stage and enjoy yourself.
I suppose as well, like with improv, there is going to be a point there, those mistakes are going to be made, and it's
Yes.
easy to then you can still continue because it's not set in stone as like a play or a musical. There is still chance for you to work around it or to kind of
Yeah,
react.
and yeah, it is always if somebody's making a mistake, it's the others usually take it up and just carry the mistake with it.
Yeah.
So, for instance,
Oh.
if you have got a name like a spelling error in the name, like then Andy, then people would call me in the C Andy, and throughout the continue, so throughout the play. But it's just fun. Yeah, errors happen or mistakes happen, and
Hmm.
nobody will blame you for that.
Oh, totally. So as I said, I'll put the links in the comments so people can scroll down and click away. I started by saying it, but I'm going to end the same way. Thank you so much for taking the time out to sit down and chat with me. Obviously, I wish you the best of luck at the Fringe, the Free Fringe. I'll speak to you soon.
Thanks for having us and nice chatting to you.
Bye.